here's a few things we can look at. As always, I always make sure I look at my inventory. Because remember, you got a sword that requires recovery. Alright, the Sublime Creator Sword, good to go. We don't need to rest. So that means nothing. And if you guys notice, Lorenz is all grown up. Ignatz growing up. Marianne, looking great. Leonie, same thing. Sudents somehow looks no different through the time skip. Whatever. Hannemann, same thing. Catherine, still good. Cyril, again, grown up. And for those of you who don't know, the first time I beat this game, I never recruited Cyril. And honestly, I regretted the fact that I never did. Shamir still looking the same. Manuela, the same. Flame, the same. Somehow, we got Dorothea on our team. And she managed to defect from the Black Eagles. But then again, it's because I recruited her. So, this is a mechanic I did not know going into New Game Plus. If you manage to hire someone, to join your team, guess what? When that whole rebellion in the 2 chapters ago goes down, they're coming with you. So, which means gives you more options in terms of what you can do after the time skip. Hilda, same thing. Lysithea, Raphael, of course, Claude. Claude cut off his braid. Honestly, I'm kind of a sad boy about that. Last time I played this game, I'll let you guys know on this. Lorenz ends up being really good. Raphael, a powerhouse. For sure. Like, if he was already good before the time skip, he's even better here. Claude, he's great now because his skills are expanded. Lysithea's sorceries, man, as a warlock, top tier. Hilda ends up being second to Raphael with this, which is great. Homeboy here, bro, he's like a Black Knife assassin in Endgame, which is why with him, I like to work with him. Marianne and Leonie, this will be my first time actually having them in the time skip. They didn't make it the last time. So, for me, that's something special. So now with that said, first things first. We got a lot of support updates here, so alright, Lorenz wants to work with me. Yep. Oh, it's when he's ready. When he's ready. When he's ready. Take some time before when they're ready. So those are bonds that are ready to upgrade with you. Same with her. Now, in between, folks. All right, let's see, Lorenz. What do you got to say to Lysithea now?
It didn't work. Odd. My logic was sound, or so I thought.
Ah, Lysithea. I've just happened upon some lovely tea leaves. Would you care to join me for a cup?
Nope. Busy.
While I admire your dedication to research, you simply must take breaks now and again for the sake of your health.
I am perfectly capable of knowing when to stop. I'm no child, I'll have you know.
That hasn't changed.
Take just a brief respite. Look, I've even brought snacks to go with the tea.
Ooh, that actually looks pretty tasty. All right, fine.
Remember, she's a sucker for sweets, so she doesn't like being treated like a child, but she still acts like one, so,
Well, what do you think? These are made especially for my house. I've loved them since I was a boy.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Actually, this is delicious. You have excellent taste, Lorenz.
Have as much as you'd like. For the sake of our friendship, I consider it well worth the investment. I'd like to know more about you, Lysithea. Where did you learn such a command of magic? When you were a child, what kind of...
Come on. Can't we just enjoy the snacks? I loathe talking about myself.
Openness is a prerequisite to successful diplomacy. You'll learn that when you take your first real steps into high society.
Can you stop with the kid treatment? I mean, really, is age the only thing you consider when engaging with others?
But there's nothing the matter with being young. There is a role to be played at every stage in life. That is how we learn and grow.
he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I, as a parent, can testify. When you're a kid, enjoy being a kid. Just don't leave those memories behind with you, because those are little lessons that you learn as a kid. They help you when you reach teenage years, and so on and so forth. You know, just like when you're starting at level 1, you're a noob, you're a scrub that's trying to get good, and then you work your way up, and then as soon as you level up, you know, you learn more things along the way, but never forget the things that you went through first, because that's your foundation. So on and so forth. This girl can't be acting like, you know. So she thinks homeboy's patronizing her or treating her like a child. But according to the great Raphael, just to make it word, ain't that something, Blue Island? I wish life had New Game Plus too, you know, but of course, you know, you'd have to actually reach the final stage of your life, pass away, and then press New Game Plus. Although some people with different spiritual beliefs believe that, you know, when we die, we reincarnate, and I guess for those that die and reincarnate, that's a New Game Plus. And some people, like, you know, if you believe in that belief of reincarnation, they die, they come back, and they come back with the previous knowledge they had before. Where sometimes there's that little, you know, yeah. Like Buddhism and Hinduism, I believe they believe in reincarnation. You know, up until you finally reach that New Game Plus status, that's like complete nothingness. Where it's like, all right, this is hard. Like New Game Plus, New Game Plus. It's kind of like how off topic, Elden Ring or Dark Souls. Usually after New Game Plus 7, there's really not much else, right? But with each New Game Plus, it gets a little harder, but you carry with you all the experience you attain, so that way you've gotten good enough towards where you know the patterns, you know what you're dealing with, and then you're able to slay the beast anyway. But I digress. Let's continue.
Are you even listening? It's like you can't even help yourself but to continue treating me like a child.
Esta nena.
Absolutely recognize your raw ability. You possess quite a rare gift for magic. I hope we can find a way for you to use that gift to help as many people as we can. Surely you can agree to that at least.
Thank you, Blue Island, because I'm at New Game Plus and Elden Ring right now as we speak. Although the last live stream I did here, I paused it, you know, like after beating Radon, after getting whatever I had to clean up and get from Kaled. Reason being, once the DLC got announced, I was like, you know what? Let me hold off on streaming any further until we get details on how to trigger the DLC within Elden Ring. Reason being, like for example, with Bloodborne, you had the old hunters. You had certain prerequisites you had to get through in the base game to set off, you know, the hunter's nightmare in order to access the old hunter stuff. Dark Souls 3, I believe there's a certain event and a certain requirement you have to meet in order to activate, you know, the Ring of City and Ashes of Arendelle. And of course, you have to beat Ashes of Arendelle in order to go into Ring of City. So for that reason, kind of putting a pause on Elden Ring, you know, and giving myself, no matter how long it takes to wait, even if it means equivalent to waiting for a new Berserk chapter, just hold it out. Anyway, Lorenz is trying to work with this girl. Sweet Jesus. God.
You really are relentless. I'll spell this out for you once more. I don't care.
I'm sorry, Lysithea, but you kind of should. I mean, look, we time skip. Things have gotten real serious with the Golden Deer and everything else that's going on. I think you kind of should care right now.
You're headstrong, just like me. That very quality will ensure a better future for Fodlan.
I, sir, am nothing like you. You're bullheaded and boorish, and utterly fixated on the future. All you care about is what's to come. Sure, it's all well and good to be thinking about such lofty things. However, for me, the future's a very long ways off. Better to focus on the present, on the here and now. Thanks for the tea.
Oh my God, these two. My God, yo, I actually feel bad for Lorenz on this one because he wasn't an asshole. He was actually being kind to her. Orderly. All right, let's see what other interactions he's got. Wait, oh, with Dorothea, because that's right. This should be interesting.
Ah, Dorothea, your beauty puts even the most pristine flower to shame.
Ah, Lorenz, as silver-tongued as ever.
Ooh, she looking fine. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, not at all. I must bid you good day.
I see the rumors are true. What a shame.
Rumors? About me? Whatever do you mean?
Why, that you're always ready to flirt.
Woo!
Unless she's a commoner. Then you'll bid her good day as quickly as possible. Like you did with me just now. Are we so unpleasant to speak to, us commoners?
That is a rather pointed question, but I do happen to have an answer for you.
Oh, this should be good, Lorenz, because she really got sharp tongued with you on that one.
As the heir to House Gloucester, I am in search of a bride of suitable social status. The alliance isn't fully unified. I require someone who will help bring it together.
I'd think you could find plenty of suitable women, even among the masses.
Do not be so certain. A lady who marries me must be prepared to enter noble society, whether she wishes to or not.
I don't know, man. I don't think anyone's ever truly ready for noble society, bro. Like, if all of a sudden, yeah, the queen of a foreign land wanting to marry me, a mere commoner of the United States, even if I had all the training and everything, I don't think anything would prepare me for what's to come. Heck, even if I were a king, marrying or a prince, marrying another princess, yo, who's to say, no matter how much of royalty she's in, she's even ready? You don't know. Like, you'd be like, oh yeah, she's ready to be queen. And then when y'all marry, be like, what the hell did I sign up for?
It is a complex web of etiquette and expectation, not a world one could easily step into without the proper upbringing. What's more, House Gloucester would hardly see much benefit were I to join myself to the household of a commoner.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh.
Well, I suppose that means any friendship between you and I is doomed as well.
Isn't that a rather excessive conclusion?
You want someone to birth your house's next generation. I want someone to share my life with. I'm not even an option in your eyes, and you're hardly viable in mine.
Interesting, though. Homeboy is looking for someone to, you know, share the throne with him or whatever, so to speak. Meanwhile, homegirl, yo, she just wants someone that, you know, she could love. See, now I understand why people look at Dorothea as waifu for laifu in Fire Emblem. Now I get it. Damn.
However, we're all friends here, aren't we? So I suppose politeness at the very least is in order.
She got slick with him. That's funny. Oh, that ought to make him think twice about the way he talks to women. I'll tell you that. With Marianne, this should be, Oh boy. Talk, people!
What is it, Marianne?
Really? You're gonna make her speak first? Come on, man. You balls deep on all the other chicks you're talking to, and with her, you trying to have her spit out first? You know the girl deals with freaking bedridden anxiety, for crying out loud. Like, she's probably like had her social battery zapped just at being in front of you, for fuck's sake, seriously.
I'm curious why you've been eating your meals near me as of late. I'm not much for conversation. I'm always at a loss for words, and I never know how to respond to questions.
Well, it's true that there are some who prefer a lively dinner table, but I prefer to eat in peace. With you, my meals are a relaxing experience. In fact, you are the most peaceful dining companion I've ever had.
Really?
There is a real grace and fluidity to your every movement. I greatly appreciate refined table manners. Observing you all this time, I believe I've realized what is so striking about you. Your beauty comes from the heart. It is an inner beauty.
He is right. He is right. But she's also cute as hell, too. And honestly, I was so heartbroken that she didn't make it through the time skip with me the first time around. I'm glad this time I was able to. And she was always the one I wanted to make my waifu at the end of all this. Yeah.
It is not some flamboyant pageantry, a product of external adornment or grooming. When I first noticed it, I thought that it could use some refinement, a little polish. But I was mistaken. You are perfect in your natural state, just as you are.
Oh, man.
You think I'm beautiful? Just the way I am?
Certainly. To add a superficial luster on top of what you already possess would be offensively redundant.
Oh. Heads up, folks. We got a guy who actually ran into someone that he doesn't talk funny to. And on top of that, he actually legit likes her. She kind of hits all the check boxes, you know. I mean, she's cute, great healer, knows how to not flap her gums, you know, when it's eating time. She kind of makes things peaceful and quiet, although a lot of it's due to her anxiety and timidness. But he seems to really like that and thinks that anything else is just a slap in the face to her because he finds her perfect the way she is. And that blue hair, too.
No one's ever said anything like that to me before.
Making me jealous, Lorenz.
I am the only one with eyes.
Too bad my face can't turn red right now.
But perhaps it is for the best that your beauty not be revealed to all the world. Yes, it is certainly better that only I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, can appreciate your true magnificence.
Jesus Christ, he has the brand of mayonnaise as his middle name. Oh, God help us all.
And on that note, I bid you farewell.
What a strange person. But being called beautiful just the way I am, that was nice to hear.
So far, only one girl seems to reciprocate something with Lorenz. I think it's freaking funny. Let me see. Anyone else, Lorenz? Anybody? Oh, shit. Oh my God, Manuela.
Lawrence, do you have a moment to spare, my dear?
Hello, Professor Manuela. I trust all is well with you.
I am quite well, thank you for asking. You are always such a gentleman.
Thank you for saying so. How may I be of service?
I was wondering if we might spend a little time together. Maybe chat a bit?
Certainly. It is an honor to speak with someone as elegant as yourself. I've just made tea. Would you like a cup?
Oh, that would be just lovely. Lawrence, I hope you won't think it too forward of me, but I was wondering if you could explain a poem to me. It goes like this. Verdant rains soothe my aching heart like a cherished friend. Amid time's flow I mourn, bonds I'm not sure I can ever rend. As my mind clings to desperate thoughts, here it comes, hoarse full moon and summer's end.
Oh, that's my poem.
As I suspected, I've checked absolutely everyone's handwriting. It's a sad poem, though, isn't it? Feels lonely, possibly even, dare I say, defeated. What makes you feel that way, Lawrence? Why aren't you happy? I very much want to know.
Well, I suppose Wait, why are you reading my poetry? Where did you even get that?
I found it, and when I saw the words, I read them. Well, that's what people do when they see words. They read them.
Kindly return that.
Manuela BigHouse.
Someone else's work without permission. What an egregious breach of etiquette. Honestly.
I mean, dude, your work isn't, that far from reach. I mean, have you not seen the library at Garrick Mock, for crying out loud? Sweet Lord.
Oh, dear. Snatching at something someone else is holding. How violent. It's not like you to lose your composure, Lawrence.
This is true.
Please, just forget you ever saw it. I beg you.
Hey, yo! Oh, this is a meme of the ages, buddy.
I'm afraid I could never forget that peek into the darkness of your soul. Nor would I want to.
Then at the very least, would you kindly promise not to mention it to anyone else?
Don't feel embarrassed. No, be proud. It's a lovely piece of writing. Quite revealing. I'd never guess you'd have such hidden depths. Tell me more.
That's quite enough.
Oh, he ran off.
Absolutely adorable. So bashful. I simply must hear more of his poetry sometime soon.
Oh man. Yeah, this is definitely some extra elements to the story that I didn't notice my first time playing this. With, you know. Alright, I think that's everyone covered so far. Nope, not yet. Okay. Usually when it's white, that means you can't do anything yet. Alright, Claudio. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's talk to Cyril. This is an interesting dynamic right here.
Sorry, Claude. You can't go past.
Huh? Ah, Cyril, it's you. Is there a problem? It's not the first time I've been to the Holy Tomb. Rhea herself took me there once. Besides, the inside's been scoured by the Imperial Army. There's nothing left there now.
Don't matter. Lady Rhea said nobody could go in, so I can't let you through. I gotta do what Lady Rhea says. You wanna break them rules? Then you'll be her enemy. If you're trying to do that, I'll have to fight you.
Fine, I get it. I wouldn't hesitate to make an enemy of Rhea if it came to that. But I'd rather not fight with you. So I'll back off. For now.
Why is that?
Does it matter?
Dunno. With your status, you could smack me to the ground and walk right over me.
He's not wrong.
Guess. But I wouldn't. We're friends.
I thought you were the kind of guy who'd smack down just about anybody if you needed to.
Damn, bro.
You really are a stubborn one. All right then, I'll tell you. I swore I'd change this world so that those without status are no longer oppressed. Though you were never one of the people I was hoping to save. I never knew that there were people in Elmira in your kind of situation. I realized that my own perspective was too narrow. You helped me realize that. So, I owe you.
See, this dynamic is so radically different with what we find out in Fire Emblem Three Houses when you do the Golden Deer. Never mind the character development changes with him and his approach in regards to Lady Rhea and the church. Because the radical difference between this game and Three Houses, like, whoa, he goes from just trying to find out mysteries and stuff to just want to be like, F Garrick Mach, F the church, and F everyone else type of thing. But the one detail that brings him, Claude and Cyril together is when you find out the reason there's so much, tie up here is because, spoiler alert, Claude is an Elmiran in blood. He is of Elmiran descent, yet here he is in, And once I found out, I was like, oh, that's why there's a big deal with actually having Cyril in this, because these two have a link. And then Elmiran's leader is Claude's brother. So, yeah.
Did you just say you're all about saving people who are oppressed? Really?
I did. Is it so strange to hear that from me?
It's just, you reminded me of Lady Rhea there for a second. Lady Rhea always tried to save us folks without any status in the world. Like when she let an outsider like me stay at the monastery. That was real nice. She brought in those kids from Ramire village when they lost their parents, and...
Well, I'm not a religious man. I'm sure Rhea wouldn't want to be lumped in with a guy like me.
Lady Rhea didn't do those things because the goddess told her she should. She did it because she wanted to. I can tell you that.
I see. In that case, maybe I don't need to make an enemy of her. Thanks, Cyril. I think you've brought me a step closer to my dream.
Thanks to you too, Claude. If I was able to
Word.
help you, then that makes me happy.
That's a funny one, Blue Island. Alright, Claude, who else? Oh, he has words with Shamir.
Impressive as ever. It's always satisfying to see such skill in motion.
It's nothing to boast about.
Just part of the job.
Sure, but I hear there wasn't a knight out there who could match your skill at reconnaissance and infiltration missions.
Don't forget assassination and coercion. Is there someone you need killed?
Ooh, so violent. Why would you jump to that conclusion?
You went out of your way to find me. I thought you might need a favor.
Sorry to disappoint, but I didn't come to request an assassination. I just want to talk.
With me?
Of course. You've piqued my interest for a while now. A little birdie told me you were born in Dagda. Is that true? That's pretty far away, beyond even Bridget to the west. So, what brought you to Fodlan?
I worked as a mercenary in Dagda. That is until I was defeated in battle against the Empire and left for dead.
I see. I'm surprised they didn't take you as their prisoner.
I know how to conceal myself.
Yeah, of course you do. Still, with your particular skill set, couldn't you make your way back to Dagda whenever you please?
That is true. I could return if I really wanted, but my
Before moving
interests
forward.
have changed. For now, this is where I belong.
Where you belong, huh? That's heavy stuff. I wonder if this is where I really belong.
I wouldn't know. You need to figure that out
Dating
yourself.
emblem. That's a funny one. Alright, so that's that. Damn it, Claude, you still got more people to talk to? I mean, yeah, but... Alright, let's go with Marianne. Oh, there's A ranks it. Okay.
Oh, do you have an itch back there? I guess you can't scratch it on your own, can you?
Hi, Marianne.
Oh, Claude. Just
Oh, man.
Sorry, I know you're in the
I'm
middle
gonna
of
see
an
if
important discussion with
the
Dorothea,
hashtag
but
dating
talk to you.
emblem actually works on YouTube and see what happens.
It's about this thing you think.
I'm gonna try that.
I've tried to guess what it is.
please don't. This is making me a little uncomfortable.
There's no reason to feel uncomfortable. It's not like I plan on saying it aloud. But if my guess is correct, there's something I want to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Will you hear me out?
Fine, I will listen.
Once upon a time, in a faraway place.
What the? Are you telling me a story?
Oh my god, this
Just
guy.
listen. Once upon a time, in a faraway place, there was a young boy. This boy came from a despised lineage. In short, his mother was a daughter of the enemy. So the young boy was treated horribly by everyone around him. He hadn't done anything wrong. Everyone hated him simply for existing. Yelling, fighting back, explaining himself. Nothing he did could change his situation. When he was finally old enough, he ran far away from home. He escaped.
It sounds to me like he had no choice. I would have done the same had it been me.
Oh no, you didn't, bro. I mean, either that, or if you ever read the Berserk manga, you know, horses and women don't bode well.
Thing is, after he ran away, he still found himself in the very same position. People in the outside world hated him for where he came from.
Well, now that's...
The boy thought he had no place to go. All he could do was destroy the boundary between the inside and the outside worlds.
destroy the boundaries?
Right. If there was no outside and inside, just one side to share, then the people outside wouldn't have a reason to hate him anymore, right? It wouldn't be easy, but if he managed it, he could shrug off that burden. The point is, people are born with burdens to carry. That much is undeniable. But whether they bind us or we cast them aside, that's up to us.
You know, with his explanation, right, of the story that he's telling her, I'm wondering if within the context of the story, he himself knows where he came from, or if the story is actually about him and the fact that, you know, he is part Almiran through his mother. Again, just headcanon speculation, but then again, when you play Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is a parallel timeline somewhat, you actually find more about him in that regard.
So I think you should try to cast yours aside, Marianne. Put that heavy burden down. It's time.
But I don't know if I can do it.
It's okay. I'm here for you. We're the same, and I can help you.
Missing? Claude, we have nothing in common.
Hey, did you see that, Dorothea? Your friend just smiled at me.
Thank you for sharing your story. I suppose I could try casting aside burden, as you say. We can try together.
Let's do that. And when we're free, we can change the whole world.
Alright. Alright, Claude. Oh, Ignatz. Damn. A little more than I thought it was going to
Hey,
be.
Ignatz. Getting lost in your imagination again?
Hey, let the guy pray for crying out loud.
Today I am praying. I'm hoping that if I pray with all my might, she will appear before me.
The goddess, you mean?
Yes. Perhaps it's strange to think about such things.
Nah, you're fine. If I had the chance to meet the goddess, I certainly wouldn't say no. Especially your version of the goddess, huh? A total looker, isn't that right?
That's a disrespectful way of putting it. I just believe that she's a divine beauty. She'd have to be, considering how she mesmerized the people of Fodlan when she walked among them.
Too true. No doubt an incomparable beauty, that one. Funny to think that even now she must be somewhere, right? Well, I guess she's just floating on a cloud or whatnot.
Yes, indeed. Watching over us from above. And they say that someday she will return to walk amongst us again.
Well, don't mind me. You go ahead and get some good praying in. If the goddess appears, you let me know, okay?
What? No! If she does appear, I want it to just be the goddess and me.
It'll be way better if I'm there too. I'm saying this for your benefit, Ignatz.
Why?
Imagine an incomparable beauty standing before you. Do you really think you'll be able to remain calm?
Oh my God, Claude. I don't know what to do with you, bro. See, this is why I love him, man. He's ridiculous for all the wonderful reasons in the world. I mean, sounds like homeboy wants to bang the goddess. I mean, if he knew what the goddess looked like, I think he might think twice. I'm just saying.
Well, that is to say...
But if I'm there, I can smooth things over. Have a nice chat, invite her to tea. Everything a goddess deserves.
Oh. Well, I suppose that makes sense.
Of course it does. Now, get on with it. Pray like you've never prayed before.
That was funny. I ain't gonna lie. That was pretty darn funny. Alright, enough of that. Let's see who else Dorothea got to talk with. Oh, with Hannemann. Alright, this should be pretty cool.
Time to relax.
No, it ain't.
Professor Hannemann, do you have a moment to talk?
Of course, Miss Dorothea. Whatever is on your mind.
I heard you were once a member of the nobility, and you surrendered your title to come here.
Indeed, I was a noble once.
That makes sense.
Why are you so curious about that?
I knew there was something noble about your speech and your perfect manners. You're always impeccably dressed, too, and you have a certain pride about you.
What interests me is that you threw it all away. Why?
I threw nothing away, child. In fact, by stepping away from its trappings, in my heart I feel closer than ever to the true meaning of nobility.
Interesting.
How so?
Consider this. At its inception,
I've only
the
finished Golden
concept of
Deer.
nobility assumed that the greatest among the populace would rise to power. In my mind, I believe that means those who value knowledge, those who strive for more and wish to protect and guide their fellow man. However, in practice, nobility often serves to keep those deemed commoners down, segregated from those who, by chance, were born to a noble family. That is one of the reasons I decided to leave that nonsense behind and dedicate myself to the study of crests. Though I have abandoned my position, in my mind it was to pursue what I consider to be a truly noble pursuit, that of knowledge.
I see. Well, you're definitely a noble in that sense of the word. To pursue such admirable ideas without regard for your social position. How wonderful.
Pardon?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just very moved by your words.
Ah, well, I'm quite pleased to hear you say so.
Interesting conversation there. Alright, Leonie. Who you got at the bones? Oh, there we go. This should be fun.
Catherine's working hard. I guess even the strongest fighters can't neglect their training.
Word!
At it again. Or is she still at it?
Oh, a spectator. If you want to ogle, you ought to be a little less conspicuous.
Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just passing by. I couldn't help but wonder, though. Have you been training all this time?
Yes, I'm simulating prolonged combat. Fighting for a long time requires a whole different set of skills. If you can't handle it in training, you'll certainly be doomed against the real thing.
I can't even imagine having what it takes to keep that up for so long.
You've been in your share of battles, and sure you have some sense of what it takes. A brutal, protracted clash in open marshland, neither side retreating. In that situation, what will you do? Your survival depends on decisions you make in the moment.
I see why you're so successful.
Most importantly, don't give up. Don't start thinking about how you might lose or might die. Focus on surviving, on winning.
You're right. I've been narrow-minded. I decided, since I don't have a crest and can't use relics, that I'm powerless against someone like you. But that's wrong. I'm not helpless. Not as long as I'm breathing and on my feet. So, the first thing I'm going to do is learn how to beat you. When you're unarmed, at least.
That's the spirit, Leonie. Though I'm not planning on losing either, you know.
Good. I hope you're ready, because I'm going to train even harder than you.
You remind me of myself when I was young. I would become so angry at my own weakness. I feel strangely nostalgic, seeing that same anger in you. Huh? Where'd that girl go?
We start tomorrow!
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know. Alright, looks like... Oh, thank God, all the convo's over. Sweet Jesus. Oh my God. There's still support. I could have sworn I was done with everyone. What else is there? You know, I can't even boost with anyone yet. For crying out loud, Roger. Oh, wait, Raphael. No, there's no one else. So why is it saying... I don't get this shit. Sometimes I don't... No. Get on. Alright, so... Is there anything for battle? I mean, there's a monster in the mountains, and then there's the monsters in the desert. Do I really want to do this? Nah. A seminar would be nice. Let me see. Who's going to school me today? Let me see. Let's go. You know what? Dorothea, why not? Nah. School us on something. Teach us things. Yeah, might as well. Because doing the exploration thing really doesn't mean anything
I must
right now.
always improve. Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my research.
Alright, there we go. People getting stacked up now. Alright, teacher time. My kind of thing. Start teaching these children how to fight in battle. Alright, instruct. I can teach up to 7 people. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, group tasks. Let's start piecing people together. Alright. Let's do some stable duty. Let's try Marianne with Dorothea. There you go. That's one. Group. Mix it up a little. And instruct. Alright. Oh my. Alright. Let's start with the ones that are most motivated and get it out of the way. Manuela, first of all. Okay, yeah, because that's how I have her set up. Sword and faith. So, let's get your sword build up. There we go. Blah, 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 blah.
You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous.
Yeah.
Let's do this again sometime, Professor.
Hey, yo. Alright. Hannemann. Let's get you moving. You. A bow and some reason. Let's get your bow working. Oh!
Just as I've always expected.
Alright.
No matter how old one gets, it's always nice to hear, "Job well done."
Yep. Us farts like validation.
Your coaching is better than mine.
Oh, the jealousy.
That was rather productive.
Alright, so now.
Just as I've always expected.
There we go.
That was rather productive.
Wonderful. That was dope as hell. Alright. Leona. You should have been named, because what the hell. Alright, let's get her bow skills.
I've learned a lot.
Sure you did. Oh! Nope. Perfect!
Nothing to get excited about.
Alright, now. Horsey. Let's go.
I've learned a lot.
Yep. Lorenz. Come on. Alright, asshole. Let's get. Oh. Really? So that's how much things have changed since I've been gone. Alright.
This was hardly a challenge for me.
Sure it was.
It was only a trifle.
Sure it was. Yeah, you need that rank up. Yeah, because...
This should be suitable.
Alright. Claudio. Alright. Yep. Get them axe skills up, buddy.
That was easy. I could get used to this.
There we go. And get them flappers in. Yep. Alright, now that we got all the fully motivated ones out the way, let's go into uncharted territory here. Alright, Dorothea. Since you're here with us and you didn't stick with the Black Eagles, also get that in.
Everything went pretty well today.
Alright, last one. Marianne. Alright. Where is your authority? Yeah, because...
That was nice.
Yep, that's everyone. Alright. In training.
I got a question.
Oh, shit. What do you want now? I don't think there's much difference between Elmira and Folan, but everyone else seems to think Elmira's so different. What is that? I'm sure there are lots of differences.
I don't know if I like that answer.
So, I don't like it either, but, you know. He doesn't like the answer. I'm like, bro, fuck your feelings, man. Oh, Shamir needs to talk to me.
Thanks for your help out there. Battles tend to go smoother with you around.
Well, smoother?
I can count on you doing most of the heavy lifting. It may be unwise to think this way on the battlefield, but I feel I can trust your commands without question.
Why is that?
Not sure. I might have an idea, but never mind. I've also noticed that you've been putting me in more precarious situations lately. Almost like you know I won't question your orders.
I know I can rely on you, though.
Ha! I'm glad you trust me to get the job done, but still, I knew you were doing it on purpose. You're in a very important position now that you're leading the charge against the Empire. Funny to think you used to just teach at the Officers' Academy. Your old students still call you Professor. That's no title for the commander of an army.
I mean, there's no harm in it.
Relax, I was just having fun. You sure are an interesting one. My people lost the war, and I was left to wander Fodlan alone. But I guess meeting you was my prize. You look confused. Did you not know any of this? I was living in my homeland of Dagda, up until the Imperial Army destroyed it 10 years ago. But being a mercenary, I have no real allegiance. That's why I'm working here now. Don't worry, though. I don't plan to turn on you.
My goodness. That was kind of rough.
We'd better get to work.
Of course. After you. Hi, Professor. That went really well.
All right, we got
I
things.
think I've got the idea.
All right, let's see. Ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Vámonos, vámonos.
I'm really getting the hang of it.
This'll be useful.
Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my research.
I always was a quick study.
All right. See now. Let's see. St. Cyril's Day. Hymn recital. Sure, why not? Let's recite the hymn.
What's the point of singing practice? It's not going to make me stronger.
I've never sung a song before, so I don't know if I'm good or bad at it.
All right. It's a nice little boost. Why not? All right. Let's see.